All right. Hi Rainer, welcome back. Sorry. Hi Rainer. Yeah, I think you right. Yeah. Ask to unmute.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yes.
Fine. Okay.
Thanks, Rainer. I think somehow the parent they may have a problem to join for some reason. I don't know what.
Okay. So Vorsicht.
Yeah. Let me. I think we can start as it's 45, so we just let him go, right? Going.
Okay.
Perfect. So maybe you want to introduce yourself, or should I?
Yeah, you can do that. That's okay for me. Maybe that's easier. I mean, do you have translate to into Vietnamese?
Right. I will do translation if chị Thơ doesn't mind. Chị Thơ có dịch không hay là em dịch? What she say?
She doesn't really want to translate.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. I will do that. So in this case, if you want to say a little bit about yourself, or I can just add something on the top.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everyone, probably not everyone knows me. Yeah, my name is Rainer. I'm from Germany. I'm my wife is from Vietnam, and I go to Vietnam on a regular basis, one time a year. And I work as an IT consultant for about 25 years already. I work for an US company, mechanics.
Perfect. That's great. Thanks, Anh Rainer. Let me translate that. And I want to add something on the top.
Okay.
So, giới thiệu với các bạn trong chương trình đó là anh Rainer là người Đức ha. Chị Thơ là người Việt Nam. Chị Thơ đã qua đó học lâu rồi. Và anh Rainer và chị Thơ ở một thành phố bên Đức, thành phố rất là đẹp. What's the name of the city, anh Rainer? Where you live?
I live in Heidelberg, Germany. Heidelberg.
Heidelberg. Right. Perfect. Thanks, anh Rainer. Thì anh Rainer này á, làm cho một công ty ở Mỹ, làm về SAP là cái công nghệ về công nghệ thông tin á, rất là nổi tiếng ở Mỹ. Thì từ một năm anh Rainer qua Mỹ khoảng một lần, và anh chị sống ở Đức rất là thanh bình và cuộc sống rất là vui vẻ. Yeah, thanks, Rainer. I think I did the translation hopefully correctly. So do you mind if we can start with some question?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Please. I just picked some picture here, so maybe not relevant to your cities, but something beautiful. Đây là một thành phố ở nước Đức các bạn. So để I will ask in Vietnamese first. So bây giờ câu hỏi đầu tiên dành cho anh Rainer, các bạn biết không, là mình sẽ hỏi anh Rainer làm thế nào người Đức dạy được trẻ em ở Đức suy nghĩ một cách độc lập và làm việc chăm chỉ. Anh Rainer, may we ask you the first question around how do German teach kids to think independently and work hard?
Yeah. How do they teach children to think independently? I think that's driven by the parents, of course, like in every country. And parents try to be good examples. They try to demonstrate how to live, and when the kids get older, 2 or 3 years, they go to the nursery school, and there, yes, they didn't get taught in nursery school.
So, sorry, what you say, and Rainer?
Nursery school, that's the preschool.
From the preschool?
Preschool is kindergarten.
Kindergarten, right? Right.
Yeah.
So they teach them how to do things at school. So that's why how they can think independently from the preschool.
Yeah, the preschool, of course, also influences the kids how they think. So they get into preschool early. So
right.
and to get in contact with other kids, you know.
Right.
And to learn about social behavior and things like that.
So do they have at the preschool? Do they have to learn the hard way? Do they have to do stuff compared to the kid in Vietnam or North America?
To pay? No, they don't have to pay. It's for free, and there's a place for each kid in Germany. So there's a guarantee from the government that each family can bring their kids to the preschool, you know.
Right. So that's the main thing, right? So they can send their kid to preschool, and that helps them to think independently. And, and probably because the teacher there, they are really good at teaching kids how to be independent, right?
Yeah, I think that comes from itself without teaching. I think that has to do how the kids grow up. They get self-confident. They have a lot of time and opportunity to be a kid. They don't start to learn early. They don't start to learn things like mathematics or other languages in the nursery school. They just have time to play, to climb on trees and things like that, and that makes them strong, so that they can develop their skills and get self-confident and creative.
So to recap that, so that means we let the kid play and have fun, and then learn just less, right? Not too hard at the preschool or even elementary.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Vậy là
right.
các bạn, anh Rainer có cảm nhận là thì khi mà người Đức á, người ta có thể gửi con ở cái tuổi mà đi học thì tức là mẫu giáo của mình đó, là gửi đến trường và cái trường đấy không trả tiền. Ở bên Canada này thì dưới 5 tuổi là mình gửi đến trường là mình phải trả tiền ha, cũng ngàn mấy đô la một tháng ha ở bên Canada. Còn bên Đức á, là miễn phí. Hơn nữa là người ta để cho trẻ nó chơi, nó tự độc lập, ví dụ kẹo cây hay làm cái gì nó thích, thay vì là nó học nhiều quá ha. Thì theo anh Rainer thì nghĩ đó là cái cách mà để người Đức người ta dạy trẻ em suy nghĩ độc lập. Anh Rainer, may we go to the next question in this case. Let me translate the question in Vietnamese first. Bây giờ mình sẽ hỏi anh Rainer là làm thế nào người Đức dạy trẻ em làm việc chăm chỉ. Is it, and Rainer, the second question may be related to the first one as well. Is it? Or if you can have the different reason why. So how do German teach kids to have a very good work ethics?
Yeah, that is also driven by the parents, of course, and they usually demonstrate their own life, how they work, and in Germany it is usually people have a strong relation to the company they work for, and they also speak about it at home, how their working life is, and that influences
So that means the working parent, they have time to spend with kids and they teach them how to work.
Yeah, they also, in a lot of companies, they have the opportunity to bring the kids into the company.
Oh, right. At which age? Preschool? Or?
No, age doesn't matter. I mean, when the kids are young and for example, the mother got sick or the nursery school is closed, then they can just take the kids into the company and they can stay there awesome. The whole day and see what the parents are doing in the company.
Right.
Yeah, and then when they get older and when they go to primary school, they also have to. They have an offer for the kids that they can go into companies for a certain time, for a week, to get experiences.
Oh, so they can work.
Yeah, right. But that happens when they are older, in age of 12 or something like that. 12.
You mean the middle school, high school? They can really go to the company and work there, right?
Yeah, just to get an impression how working feels and also to help them to decide what to do in future.
Right. Perfect. Thanks, Anh Rainer. Bây giờ cái ý của anh Rainer ở đây rất là hay nha, là ở Đức á, là các bậc phụ huynh á, khi mà đi làm á, là có thể đem trẻ tới công ty. Đó, thì chắc cái này nó sẽ giúp cho trẻ nhìn thấy là người lớn làm việc thế nào. Hơn nữa là bắt đầu cái trường trung học này nọ là trẻ có thể được làm việc luôn ở công ty chẳng hạn. So the kids like at high school they can go to the company and start working, right? Do some practice.
Yeah.
And then got paid for that? Do they get paid for it?
Yeah, sometimes not. But money isn't really
not the driven element, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get something, a few euros or dollars or whatever.
Right. Tức là anh Rainer nói là khi mà ở tuổi trung học đó mấy bạn có thể là vô công ty làm thì có thể là được trả một chút tiền thôi, nhưng mà nhờ vậy người ta có kinh nghiệm. Do you want to add anything, Anh Rainer? Or just we can move to the next one, right? Next question?
Yeah, we can go to the next question.
Right, let me know. Yeah. So the next question, let me do it in Vietnamese. Bây giờ mình sẽ hỏi anh Rainer là tại sao những cái là người Đức lại tạo ra những sản phẩm có chất lượng hơn hẳn so với những nước khác, ví dụ như là xe hơi, xe ô tô, rồi những cái sản phẩm của Đức là nổi tiếng là Bose lời này nọ là rất là tốt ha, mình xài hoài mà không hư ha. So Anh Rainer, the third question we have for you is why do German products have the better quality than other countries? Let's say Volkswagen, BMW, or even Bose, the tools. All of these. I love these. Right? I love this product.
Yeah. So I, as a German, I don't think the products from Germany are necessarily better than products from other countries. I know products from Germany have high quality, but there are other European countries, Denmark, Netherlands, France, Great Britain, they also have great, or Sweden, great products and with high quality. They can provide good quality because they have a lot of standards and
right. So the process is different, right? So when you pass through the acceptance phases, you have to have the better quality control. Is something? Yeah,
quality control, but also with these standards and regulations, they can ensure that screws, for example, always the same size, always the same quality, so they will not break, and they can use the screws at any company, and that makes it easier to ensure the quality is good. And they do a lot of quality assurance, quality checks.
Right. So they have to follow these insurance quality from nation, right? National level.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks right. Nữa. Thì cái lý do tại sao mà nước Đức có thể có những sản phẩm tốt hơn những cái nước khác, tại vì họ có những cái tiêu chuẩn gọi là tiêu chuẩn quốc gia, và theo những cái tiêu chuẩn quốc tế, tức là người ta chắc chắn là cái khi mà làm ra sản phẩm đó nó thể theo những cái quy trình nào, và để nên những cái quy trình đó nó sẽ tạo ra những cái sản phẩm tốt hơn, đúng không? Nếu mà khi mình không có quy trình, mình bỏ qua cái quy trình đó thì cái sản phẩm của mình, người ta muốn làm sao làm thì cái chất lượng nó sẽ xấu đi. Anything to add, and Rainer, for this question?
Yeah, I think another reason is we have a good system of education.
Right.
In Germany, vocational education, and so the young people, not all of them go to the university. A lot
right.
of them start an apprenticeship in companies where they
right.
get educated, and in parallel they go to school. So it takes about 3 years.
Right.
And they get really well educated. They got specialists in their area, you know.
Right. So that, let me recap. So that means instead of going to the university, so everyone go to the university. So here in Germany, some kids can go to the university if they like to, or they good at it. And some can just go to Volkswagen or BMW and start doing some real work, right? And that's how we can people can practice and make a better quality products.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Yes.
Go ahead and
thanks. Thì bây giờ có một cái điểm hay ở đây là ở Đức á, không phải tất cả mọi trẻ em, mọi người trẻ đều phải đi học đại học ha. Thì có những người thích đi học đại học hoặc có khả năng đi học đại học thì vô học đại học, còn có những người mà muốn, mà cha mẹ hoặc là có người ta thích nghề sản xuất xe ô tô, xe hơi, hoặc là sản xuất máy bay, tàu vũ trụ, thì người ta có thể xin vô cái công ty mà sản xuất những cái đồ đấy và bắt đầu làm luôn cái công việc. Thì từ sau cấp 3, from high school, right in after high school they can go to the company and start doing some real work, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Rainer. Đó thì từ cấp 3, nếu mà bạn muốn, có thể là ở Đức á, bạn có thể đi vô làm việc luôn, làm cái ngành gì bạn thích chẳng hạn, đăng ký vô làm, thì vậy nó mới giỏi được. Anything else, anh Rainer?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you go to Volkswagen or BMW, the vocational education is almost the same. The structure is the same, and the content, what they learn, everything is regulated, you know. So
right.
that a guy from Volkswagen can go to another company later, and he doesn't have to start from scratch. He's already, or she already well educated and a specialist in mechanics or
right.
whatever.
So you mean that even if I go to work for Volkswagen or BMW, I can learn the same thing or even better than what I learned from university, is it? Or
no, I just want to say that education is the same no matter in what company you get educated. No matter
right.
if you get educated at Volkswagen or at BMW, it's the same education. This is something
right.
unique in all different companies. This is regulated by some institutions. They observe that, and that also makes
right.
Yeah, it has a big part on making products good, you know.
Right. So they learn to make a good product, right? And do they learn something extra than just practicing and making a good BMW or Porsche car?
Yeah, it's called dual system. So they have this practical work inside the company, and one day a week they go to a vocational school,
right,
where they get the theoretical knowledge.
Right, right. Thanks, Anh Rainer. It's clear now. Bây giờ cái điều hay ở đây là mấy bạn mà thay vì đi học đại học mà vô làm cho mấy công ty, ví dụ như công ty sản xuất xe BMW hay công ty sản xuất xe Porsche, xe xịn đó, thì mấy cái bạn đó chẳng hạn thì mỗi tuần được một ngày đi vào cái học những cái lý thuyết ở các cái trường, là cái đó là giống như mình học trong trường đại học vậy. Thì ngoài ra thì mấy cái ngày khác thì mình sẽ làm thực hành luôn. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Rainer. Shall we go to the next one?
Yeah, please.
Perfect. Yeah. Bây giờ mình sẽ hỏi anh Rainer là bây giờ mình nên nhớ là ở Đức là một quốc gia duy nhất, thầy ông nghĩ là chắc là duy nhất, thì các bạn có thể chạy xe ô tô hoặc xe hơi với tốc độ không hạn chế tốc độ, có thể bạn chạy lên 300 km/h. Hồi xưa thầy Gấu ở Pháp mà có người bạn bên Đức mà chạy xe qua nói sao mày chạy nhanh quá vậy, mấy bạn bên Đức nói là tại ở bên đâu không có tốc độ, tao chạy lúc đó là tao chạy 280 km/h, mà bên Pháp thường chạy Gấu hoặc mọi người chỉ chạy có 110 km/h trên đường cao tốc là tối đa ha. Thì bây giờ mình hỏi anh Rainer tại sao là có thể cho phép như vậy mà không sợ gì hết. So anh Rainer, so the next question we have for you is how Germany is able to allow unlimited speed. Let's say it's hard to believe that we allow people to drive up to 300 km an hour, that kind of thing on your highway. So that's very impressive.
Yeah, so you have to know it's allowed on highways only to drive as fast as possible, but only on certain highways. There are a lot of highways in Germany with a speed limit, and for different reasons, because it's dangerous on some highways, and the other thing is it causes a lot of noises driving fast. So in areas around cities, there's a speed limit too, because people want to sleep in the night, and driving fast causes a lot of noises.
So probably the highway should have very good quality, you know, because I know that in Canada we can have that kind of highway quality. Is even in Quebec, like the road is broken, you know, you can't go that far. Probably that's one element. And the other one is, do you think it's the number of accident? There's more accident than the other country, or just I believe it should be safer, right?
Yeah, I don't think we have more accidents than other countries. I think it's comparable, but if someone has an accident and drive fast, then there's a high risk that he gets seriously injured, or maybe he will die, or someone will die. That's if you drive 250, which happens on highways, then it's really dangerous. And a lot of highways have a really good quality in Germany. They are like runways, you know, it's just straight, multiple lanes, and they are organized. The slow driving cars takes the most right traffic lane. And for overtaking, you take the middle and the left lane, and that helps a lot. It's an organization which helps a lot to avoid incidents.
That's awesome. So we have different layer, different lane, so that helps, right?
Yeah. And
can people switch lanes?
Yeah, you can.
Or they can do whatever they want.
So you can switch lanes for overtaking only. If the highway is empty, you have always to use the right lane, most right lane.
Oh, right. Same rule.
You cannot just use the middle one. It's not allowed. If you can take the right one, you have to drive right, even if you drive 250.
Right.
But usually the highways are there's a lot of traffic. But during the night, for example, when it's empty, then you can just go as fast as you want, but you have to take the right lane.
Right. Anh Rainer có ghi chú là cái ở Đức đó là cái đường rất là tốt ha, cái đường rất tốt nên mới cho phép xe chạy rất, bởi vì nó liên quan đến cái phần chất lượng ở bên câu hỏi trên. Thì cái đường á, thì thầy Gấu đi từ Pháp, ở Pháp 8 năm mà ở Canada 8 năm, thì thầy Gấu biết là muốn được để cho phép cái xe nó chạy được trên 200 cây số một giờ là thứ nhất là cái xe phải tốt và cái đường nó cũng phải tốt. Thì ở tất cả các quốc gia khác thì cái đường nó không thể nào chạy được quá là 180 hay là 200 cây ha. Mà cái luật của nó ở đây cũng vậy, cái luật của đây hạn chế là 110 thôi. Có thể là do thầy Gấu theo cảm nhận nó có thể là do chất lượng cái đường nó dở quá nên người ta không cho phép chạy cao như vậy. Có thể là do cái tư tưởng nữa, cái tư tưởng là ví dụ mình có đường tốt mình cứ cho người ta chạy thoải mái, hiểu không? Thì so I just add on the top like probably we need a good car to drive up to that kind of speed, right? Like over 250 or 280. And also it's also by the way, do you guys enjoy that kind of speed? Like no one complain about it, right? Just like if I want to go fast, I just go there and go fast and I enjoy it.
Yeah,
right.
That's how it works. Yeah, right.
Right.
I did it one time. I drove to Munich, and the highway to Munich, it's like a racing track, you know. It's really in a well condition. The curve
how fast did you drive?
250.
250, right?
For 20 minutes, and Tar was sleeping beside me. She didn't notice I was driving that fast, and the highway was empty. But yeah, you have to consider it's always a risk driving that fast. I mean, if something gets wrong, the wheel get damaged or something else, or an animal crosses the street.
That's the end.
Yeah, there's not much to do, and you have to be aware. There's one thing you have to consider. If you drive faster than 160 kilometers per hour and you cause an accident, or you're in an accident, then the insurance will make problems. They will not pay maybe because you drove too fast. I mean, it's allowed to drive fast, but the insurance doesn't support that necessarily, you know.
So if you drive above 160 kilometers an hour, if you cause an accident, you don't get paid, right? By the
you get
insurance.
Paid. Yeah, there's a chance that you get paid, but it can also happen that you don't get paid, you know.
Right.
Because,
so kind of you take your own risk, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So 160, above 160, you may not get paid for the accident.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, anh Rainer. Anh Rainer có nói là anh Rainer đã từng chạy một lần trong đời ha, một lần trong đời là chạy 250 km một giờ giữa Munich với thành phố anh Rainer đang ở, thì anh Rainer mất khoảng 1 tiếng 20 phút. Thì hơn nữa, nếu mà cái luật ở Đức là dày cho phép chạy tối đa, nhưng mà nếu mình chạy quá 160 km một giờ, nếu mà mình có tai nạn gì á, thì là bảo hiểm sẽ không trả, có thể là nó không trả, thì cái đó là rủi ro. Thì ở đâu cũng vậy ha, nếu mà mình muốn rủi ro thì mình cứ chạy tới bến thôi. Anything to add or should we move to the next one, Rainer?
Yeah, we can go to the
perfect. So it's good. Here we go, Oktoberfest. Bây giờ mình hỏi là bây giờ mình cảm nhận, mọi người đều cảm nhận là ở Đức á, người ta rất tôn trọng luật pháp ha. Ví dụ nhiều cái nước gia khác như là ở Pháp có thể, hoặc là ở Ý hay là ở đây chẳng hạn, có người ta cứ thấy đèn đỏ người ta cứ băng qua đường đi bộ qua. Ở Việt Nam mình cũng vậy, tức là nhưng mà ở Đức á, là người ta dừng cái đèn đỏ, là mặc dù không có xe người ta vẫn dừng đợi. Thì hỏi tại sao là người ta phải tôn trọng luật lệ vậy? And then we want to ask you this question. So how can German enforce law that everyone respects? The reason why we ask, because let's say if someone want to cross the street, right? So in Germany, we heard that the people, even though no car, they don't cross unless it's a green light. But in the other country, all the other country like in France, Italy, or even here, and especially in Vietnam, people just say, okay, if red, no car, I just cross, right? That's the difference. So can you help us to answer this question? How people over there respect the law?
Yeah, this is a pretty specific behavior with the traffic lights. It's more kind of education for the kids.
Right.
That's actually the reason behind it. They don't cross the street when the traffic light is red, because there could be a children somewhere and see that and do the same. And that is something we want to avoid in any case, because
right.
it's dangerous, and because kids cannot estimate the speed of a car when they cross the street, and it can happen that they are
right.
get killed. So that's a really specific case with the traffic lights, and I don't think that Germans respect the laws less or more than other people in general. Yeah.
Right. So it happens if someone just see the what do you see, like some people tourists like they go there and then they see the red light but no car and then they cross. What do you think about it? Do you think they look weird? Or?
Yeah, it depends. If there are children somewhere, then I would be annoyed, because it's this guy is a bad example for children.
Right.
But yeah, you know, we have a lot of visitors from other countries, and they do what they are used to do. They just don't care. They even cross the street when the lights are red with their kids, you know, and that is something, yeah.
Right.
I don't
so
know
that's just because education like help people to respect the law. That's it. Huh? So that's the mindset. It's nothing we can say much about, right? This is a culture, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Thanks, Rainer. Let me translate this. Thì anh Rainer nói đó là cái văn hóa thôi. Thì đó là giáo dục thôi. Thì người Đức người ta tôn trọng luật là người ta tôn trọng luật, đó là nó nằm trong cái dòng máu rồi ha. Mình không biết các bạn. Còn thầy Gấu đã đi tất cả các quốc gia trên thế giới, là chỗ nào người ta thấy đèn đỏ mà không có xe là người ta cứ băng qua. Nhưng mà các bạn qua Đức phải cẩn thận nha. Nếu mà mình băng qua, người ta có thể nghĩ là mình từ trên hành tinh lạ rớt xuống đất ha. Qua Đức đừng có băng qua đường khi đèn đỏ. Okay? I just asked them if you go to Germany and then if you don't cross, because if you cross, like people think that you come from the sky, you drop from the sky down there.
From the jungle.
Exactly. This is awesome. I think we that's lovely to have you guys here. If nothing to add, I don't know. We can wrap up the call and then let you guys get back to your things.
Yeah, thank you very much, and say hello to your family and everyone else.
Thanks, and have a good one, and thanks so much for your time, and that's great chat. Good night,
thank you too. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure to have you guys here. Thank you.
Okay.
Vậy các bạn ha, vậy là mình chương trình đã hết rồi. Mình cảm ơn anh Rainer và chị Thơ ở bên nước đã chia sẻ những cái trải nghiệm và văn hóa và giáo dục cho tất cả những cái tư tưởng đó. Thì có gì mình hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong chương trình kế tiếp ha. I just say bye to everyone. We're good to go. Thanks, Rainer. Thanks, Thơ.
Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
See you. Perfect.